Let's go on an adventure. I remember I told you a while back, I know if you've been in the members thing for a while, like I told you guys a while ago that I would share with you first about the adventure. And what the adventure is. And it started in like November last year, and it's been like there's so many stages to it, and I didn't know it was going to go in one area and then another area and then another area and then another area, and I couldn't see where it was going at one point. But it's all kind of come together, and I'm really excited that I'm also terrified, but on the 9th of July, I will be able to share with you I know, actually, on the 9th of July, I will be sharing with the world what the adventure is. But on the 8th of July, I will share with you, as promised. Because I'm going to give you guys a little exclusivity, because you're my best friends. And I really appreciate you guys supporting everything. And I really hoped I was going to be able to just upload the video here and let you guys, but then it was like literally 17 emails of reasons why I shouldn't do that. You know, because I trust all of you guys, okay? But there's reasons to believe that the information that I would put here somehow end up into the public domain, and there's an embargo. There's like a press media embargo. On anything that's said about this until I initiate the conversation. Once I initiate the conversation, other people who have information can release it. But by telling you, legally speaking, I am doing that, and therefore what does the world come to? Anyway. But if you've ever needed a place to belong, and feel like you fit in because you feel a little bit disconnected to the world, and let me show you how I saved my life. Tomorrow. Sorry. But I still love you more because you're my favorite member. I was talking on YouTube about how I'm not going to share my adventure and journey on YouTube because of suppression. And yes, this vlog, and I basically just talked about the fact that she bought the TikTok leggings. And look, I literally suppressed the video. Look, she got TikTok leggings. No, no. And that's it. That's the reason why. You know what I mean? I'm like, you can't have adventures, man. I'm like, forget that. You know what I mean? Whereas at least over here, I'm in more control of my own media on TikTok and Instagram. So, if being fucking free isn't ad friendly, then go fuck yourself and your ads. Thank you for coming to my TED Talks. Do you ever feel like everybody else is on a different frequency to you? Do you ever feel like you don't belong here? There's been some kind of a mistake, that you're not like everybody else. I'm finally ready to let the world see the Jonathan that I have kept hidden from everybody. So, fuck normal people. And his dad dropped him off in a pair of TikTok leggings. We are bloody fabulous family. He's gonna inspire change. And I think that is what fucking scares people. I think that is the thing that fucking terrifies people, because what if Eduardo inspires other little boys or girls to be fluid in their expression? Will the fucking world end? I don't think so. I've spent most of my life pretending that I'm somebody that I am not. I realized at a young age that if I were to fit into this world, then I would have to present this world with a normal fantasy of what I thought Jonathan should be. I spent a lifetime hiding my true self, and that has given me the tools I needed to become a master chameleon. I could, and I still can, assimilate into any personality role that my survival requires. If I needed to be a party boy, if I needed to be the alpha male, if I needed to date the popular cheerleader, then I would manifest a scenario and situation that would result in me becoming the best version of that personality, which was probably very confusing for a lot of people. People who worked with me professionally, people who knew me personally, friends and family. And for that, I'm sorry if I was confusing, but I didn't even know who I was. On the inside, I knew who I wanted to be. But on the outside, whenever I would express that part of me, I would be mocked. So instead, I projected a personality that my experiences in life has taught me results in less pain. After 41 years of hiding behind the person I was supposed to be, I've decided I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to be the perfect projection. I'm not going to be the person other people want me to be. I'm going to be the person that Jonathan is supposed to be. And I know I am not the only one that feels this way. So, let's go on an adventure. I don't want anybody else to have to pretend anymore. I want to show the world that it's okay to be who you really are. Let your inner voice control the skin machine. Let people see who you really are. You're going to find out things about me that you didn't know. You're gonna find out things that maybe shock you. People ask me what the adventure is. They keep asking me, oh no, I see it in the DMs all the time. What is the adventure? I wanna fucking tell you. I wanna tell you so much. I wanna tell you so you understand. And all the questions that you're asking me will all make sense. The journey, the adventure that I keep talking about, it's official. It's officially happening. I don't even know if you're going to hear from me first. I don't know where you're going to hear it, but you're going to hear about it. I just want to say, before the adventure takes off, that I am doing this because I don't want people to feel like I felt. I want the fucking world to learn from the mistakes that were made. I don't want people to suffer and feel lost and feel how I felt. I want to make it better. I want to fucking do something. And that's what it comes down to. I need it to matter. I need it to be worth something. There has to be some lessons learned. Something has to be. What's the purpose of it, you know? And that's why I started the adventure. And because I don't want you. I don't want you or anyone you know or anyone I know to feel how I felt. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna fucking try. I'm gonna be brave. Because for things to fucking change and for people to grow and evolve, someone has to be brave. So I've decided I will be tribute. And you still don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I know that. I'm sorry. Just, I needed to acknowledge today because it's so important. And you're so important. And thank you for being here today at the beginning of something huge. Hi, I assume you're here for the adventure. Alright. Let's do this. I've spent most of my life pretending that I'm somebody that I am not. I realized at a young age that if I were to fit into this world, then I would have to present this world with a normal fantasy of what I thought Jonathan should be. And it worked out pretty well. Hello, friend!
It's the Saccone Jolys.
My name is Jonathan Joly, also known as Jonathan Saccone Joly. I did a very good job of pretending to be somebody that I think and I thought that the world would appreciate me more. As I went on, I've created Saccone Joly's, and with the success of my platform, people would always ask me when we would do media and press and interviews, why did you create Saccone Joly? Why did you let the world into your life? And I never had an answer because I never knew what the answer was.
Well, it was Jonathan's idea. Jonathan was really kind of at the forefront of this. And
so that is the Jonathan the entire world knows. Now I'm going to introduce you to the Jonathan that nobody knows. I don't want anybody. My family didn't understand me. My friends didn't understand me. I didn't have any friends because who would be friends with somebody like me? So I created my own world. And I lived in that world. The friendships and connections that were lacking in the real world were in abundance in my fantasy world. And amongst the many invisible friends I met over the years, one in particular stands out. Her name was Giselle. I now know that Giselle was actually me. And inside that world, I was saved. But on the outside, while I was living off in my fantasy world, my skin machine was still on the outside. Still going through the relentless bullying. I was 7 years old and I had enemies. Vicious enemies. I submerged myself into my own world, and that is the only reason I survived my childhood. At the age of 10, I was taken out of mainstream school and I was sent to a Jesuit-run school for children with emotional problems. Because I was no longer in my body. I had completely withdrawn from society. I had completely withdrawn from the consciousness of the world. The further I went into my world, the worse the abuse got at home, the more I would be bullied in school. Because I was just an empty shell going about my life. Now thankfully, I survived my childhood. And when I emerged out of my world, made probably a poor choice by hiding my world, and locking it away, and I created a giant box in my head of all my emotional problems. And I put Giselle in my world inside that box, and I hid it away. In 2014, I became a dad to my son Eduardo, and I didn't realize at the time of how much of an impact my son would have on my life.
Listen here, society and the world.
you mess him up. Alright? We are giving you a gift of Eduardo. He is a beautiful person. Don't ruin him.
Follow the sweet melody and you'll see they're not the same as me. I guarantee.
And that son, Eduardo, is the reason why I'm sitting here today. He is the reason why I am willing to tell my story. In the hopes that everyone else that has ever felt alone or disconnected as a child can feel less alone and more connected. So if you've ever needed a place to escape to, let me show you the world that saved me.
Let it be a golden one. I don't know much about the weather.
But on the 8th of July, I will share with you, as promised, because I'm going to give you guys a little exclusivity because you're my best friends. And I really appreciate you guys' support and everything. And don't you mess him up. Alright? We are giving you a gift of Eduardo. He is a beautiful person. Don't ruin him. And that son, Eduardo, is the reason why I'm sitting here today.